Hey y'all, it's Farmer Meemaw, and today I just want to talk to you. I haven't talked to you in a while, and I want to see how everybody is doing. And it's storming here, so I don't want to edit. And so I just want to talk to you about some of the stuff that you're going to be seeing. Hopefully, good Lord willing, and the creeks don't rise in some upcoming videos. I need to be using this day to the fullest to work inside the house because I can't work outside. I've gotten my tractor and my tiller, and I've started tilling. And then y'all, okay, there's just this just series of unfortunate events in my life. A while back I was breaking stuff. I had smashed my finger. Most recently I was cleaning out from under that fallen pear tree, and I grabbed a thorn, and it poked me, and it immediately began swelling. And I mean, that was as far as I could move it. I ended up actually going to the doctor because I was in a little bit of a panic because I read about this thing that is basically rose thorn disease or something, and it's like a fungus, and it can infect you, and it can do, it can attack your joints, it can attack your central nervous system. And I was like freaking out. And so the next day I went to the doctor. I can't, like, this is the other one. Well, I think a minute. This one, that's as far as I can bend it. It's still a little stiff, but obviously not like it was before. And the coolest thing was whenever I went to the doctor, he was telling me, he'll prescribe me an antibiotic. And I'm just like, ugh, is it going to make me sun sensitive? Because I live outside now, or I'm trying to. And he was like, well, yeah, he's like, any antibiotic, not as bad as blah, blah, blah. And it was the one that I was on before. But he was like, but any antibiotic will make you a little sun sensitive. And he was like, if I were you, I wouldn't even take an antibiotic. He was like, if it was me, like him, he wouldn't take an antibiotic. And then he was like, do you use essential oils? And I was like, yes. And so he was like, do you have frankincense? And I was like, yes. And so he was talking about using frankincense, and there was another one, and I can't remember, lavender maybe, and do an Epsom salt soak, and then use some frankincense and lavender, put those on there, or when you're doing the soak, put some of those in the soak. And which I don't fully understand because oil and water don't mix. And so I was doing this a lot, trying to get the full whatever of when the little oil beads just float on the top. Anyway, but I did it, and it's getting better. I was also taking elderberry syrup. I don't know if that does any good or not, but it boosts my immune system so that my immune system could fight off any kind of fungus or bacteria or whatever that is in there. So I was taking elderberry syrup, slowly getting better. Good Lord willing. Y'all, I need a haircut, except I don't, because I refuse to have short hair when I'm fat. And I have gained back almost all that I lost. I've got about 10 pounds until I am back at square one, and that really sucks. And y'all, the devil has been winning. The night before I started keto, a friend told me every time you eat bad food, the devil wins. Because I've said it before, being like this does not help me fulfill my purpose. And I am at the point, even though I've got 10 more pounds to go to get to the weight, my health is back to where it was. It hurts to walk. It hurts to stand up. I've got to grunt to stand up. It's just like, ugh, and I can feel my muscles are not as strong, and they're having to lift all of this weight, and it hurts, and I ache, and it's just like madness. And so I say I'm done all the time. I'm going to try to be done again. I'm tired of feeling like this. It's ridiculous. And the other day, oh my goodness, y'all. Okay. When I got my tractor and I got my tiller, and my husband and I tried to put it on, and it was just like, oh no. We couldn't, but we didn't even get that far because the drive line, the thing that spins, that makes the tiller spin, that hooks to the tractor, was like way too long, like almost twice as long as it should have been. And So we had no way to do it. And I was completely devastated. This whole tractor and tiller thing has just been a roller coaster for me. Just complete emotional roller coaster. And that's part of the thing with me eating. It's just like, I need food. I need chocolate. I need oatmeal. I need French fries. Forget COVID and all that stuff. That doesn't stress me out. This tiller and getting in the gardening season flying by, and I'm still like just trying to get started, stressing me out. So we got the tiller, and then the drive line was too long, and we didn't have a way to cut it. And we're watching videos on how to do it, and I'm just like, I'm feeling like the world is crashing down around me, y'all, because that's the equivalent. I finally got a tiller, woohoo! Can't use it. Can't hook it up. And honestly, between me and my husband, we don't have any experience with this. I don't really trust either one of us to be able to get this done. And we don't have, and people are using like a bandsaw. I've got a bandsaw in a box in my closet, never been opened, don't know how to use it, don't know how to set it up, but I got one. But you know how long that would take? I don't have anywhere to set it up. Anyway, so I post on Facebook, just my dreams are crashing around me. And one of my local friends that I actually went to school with, high school, he was like 3 or 4 years older, I think 4 years older than me. I call him a guy. I guess he's a man now. He's obviously in his 50s if I'm 49 and he's 4 years older than me. No, I'm not 49. I'm 48, y'all. I'm not 49 yet. I've got like a couple more weeks. Anyway. So this next year has to rock because I've only got 1 year left to get fit. And I have totally just blown the last year that I had to get fit. So take 2. Anyway. But my friend came out and he's like, to me, especially compared to me, he is a tractor guru. And he is at this point one of my favorite people in the world. When I put it on Facebook, and he was like, "Hey, I've got a portable bandsaw." And so I was like, okay. So at first I was just like back and forth, should I not? Should we just try? Because you can do it with a Sawzall, and I have a Sawzall. But at the same time, just knowing how much to cut off is a process. And my husband and I just aren't good at this sort of stuff, y'all. And with the Sawzall, it leaves a lot more filings, like bigger filings, bigger metal shards that you have to file down and stuff. And anyway, so this friend of mine comes over. That's thunder. Day before yesterday, somebody very important just texted me, and so I'm going to have to cut this short a little bit. I will just wait. I'll just wait. I'm very excited. I won something like a year ago last January, and I've lost all of my access information, and it's this free course with lifetime access, and I'll talk to you about it more later. And I'm wanting to go. I lost all of my access information. Anyway, so let me finish my thought. So my friend came over day before yesterday and helped me to get the drive line cut. And I do have some video, but of course, y'all know me. I made sure I had plenty of charge on my phone, but I did not make sure I had plenty of memory on my card. So I got a few clips, but not near all of it. And there were some wonderful moments that didn't get on tape. So anyway, but he came over and he was such a great, somebody else is contacting me. Stop it. So anyway, he was such a great teacher. He was so patient and kind, and he walked me through how to do stuff, which was amazing. And he taught me some tips and tricks so that I can do stuff like this by myself and I don't have to be like really strong like a man. I mean, I learned yesterday that I do need to have some brute strength for some things, but he was showing me how to attach my tiller, and we got it cut down to the right size and got it put together. I was so excited. But then the tiller was set on a very shallow setting, and I tilled some, and it was awesome, y'all. Oh, yesterday I tilled, and it was wonderful, but it was very shallow. And I wanted to till it deeper and to aerate the soil and all that. I'm doing back to Eden garden in other places this year, right now. Don't have time for back to Eden or the resources. I am doing the ground, earth, garden, whatever. And so I tilled some. And so yesterday I was going to change the depth so it would till deeper. And I get out there and I've got my little ratchet and my wrenchy thing, whatever you call it. And I put all of my weight, and that is a lot. I put all of my weight on it, and I still could not get it to budge. And so I had to wait. I couldn't deep till yesterday because I couldn't get the thing moved. And so my husband changed it for me last night. Oh, and I tilled one row where I'd already done the shallow tilling. I just went back and did another thing just to see how it did, and it was beautiful. And now we got a whole bunch of rain, and we're getting a whole bunch more. And so yeah, it kind of sucks because it's going to be maybe Sunday or Monday, I don't know, before I can till again and get stuff started for Rizzle. So now I'm just being patient as I wait. But something that I learned from having him, or his name is Ernie, my friend, come and help me and walk me through so much. And he just gave me his years of knowledge. He gave me the highlights and the things that would help me now that I do not have years and years to learn. And it really showed me the importance of having a mentor, whether it's, and I mean, this is just for a tractor. I'm using my tractor and my tiller, and having someone who can really walk me through it and give me the confidence, that I can do it was huge. And, no matter what part of your life you're doing, and it's something kind of new, it is so important and so helpful and game changing to have somebody who can be there and walk you step by step. Whether, if you've got somebody that can walk you through each step of making sourdough bread, for example, if that's what you're trying to do, it is so important to have someone that you can ask questions, because that was my biggest thing is, I ask a ton of questions, and that he could answer them, and he wasn't upset that I was asking so many questions. He was so willing to help me, and every little thing. Okay, well, why are you doing this and that? Okay, well, you did this because blah blah blah. And he was like, yeah, and so it was so beneficial to have that sounding board, to ask questions. And I told him, I was like, you don't know what kind of can of worms you have just opened by being there for all of my gardening and tilling and tractor questions, because I have a lot of them. And so it's like, okay, so it just rained. Can I till my garden now, or am I going to have to wait? Can I till it tomorrow? Will it be okay tomorrow? No, probably not. So anyway, and so if you're going through something and it's new, or even if it's not new and you just need somebody, an accountability partner is amazing. But also someone who knows what you need to know, or can remind you of what you may already know but forgot. You just need somebody to remind you. because that's where I'm at right now with keto. We know I can lose weight on keto. I know how to keto. But knowing and doing is obviously two different things, because I'd be rocking this if just knowing what I need to know was the only thing I needed to do, because I know I'm not supposed to be eating French fries and oatmeal, and I think that's, well, is there something else? I don't know. They're my biggest pitfalls. Chocolate. Chocolate, I'm okay to leave alone. Can you believe that one? But French fries and oatmeal soothe my soul. Not together, but those are two different things if I'm wanting salty or sweet. But it is amazing how fast I can gain weight. They say, oh, you don't gain all of that weight overnight. You're not going to lose it overnight. Well, I beg to differ, y'all. I can gain me some weight pretty close to overnight. Within a week, I could easily, if I didn't halfway maintain, I halfway control myself. If I didn't, y'all, I'd probably be 10 or 15 pounds over my start weight, unless my body somehow decided to reset, and hold a certain weight, because I am gaining weight really pretty darn quickly. So anyway, yeah, that's what's been going on here. I've been eating and getting fat, and I've been working in the yard, and just keep coming up against something that's trying to stop me. So today, though, I do plan on working in my kitchen, getting some keto. Part of me is just like, I am just going to fast. I'm going to do a water fast for 3 days to restart, blah, blah, blah. And it's really easy to say that in the morning. By evening, it's what can I have to eat? There's nothing keto to eat. I'm just going to have oatmeal. And so that's what my evenings look like. So today, I can't work outside, so I'm going to take full advantage. I'm going to go prep some things, good Lord willing, and the creeks don't rise. I also have some tomato starts that need to be separated out into their own little containers. And plenty of things to keep me busy while this storm comes through. And then hopefully soon, I don't know, I'll start editing. I've got some footage of when Ernie was here. I've got some footage of me trying to change the depth of my tiller and not being able to. And I've got footage of stuff here and there that I'll put together and make a video very soon. But not while it's storming. So anyway, I love you guys, and I hope you're having a great time. Are you still bummed about the corona thing, being at home all the time, or are you just getting used to it and it's like the new normal and it's like, whatever, no biggie? Is everybody, like, the panic level starting to subside? Are you excited about getting to go out again and doing more as you hear things are starting to open back up again? Or are you nervous? What's going on? How do you feel about that? Let me know in the comments below. Bye, y'all. Love you.